since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing.
You can get some of the best legendary weapons in the very start of Act 3, which is really nice, as in my first playthrough I didn't get them until the very end of the game. But that's the way they're intended, as Voss doesn't give out the silver sword until you get the Orphic Hammer to break Orpheus out. That can be a pretty long quest at the House of Hope. Then you have to meet him in the sewer after that, and sometimes he bugs out and he doesn't even appear there. Then the same goes with Ansur, as you don't find out about him until you save the Duke and disable Lord Gortash's Steel Watchers. So you can get the really nice legendary silver sword as soon as you enter Rivington. You want to head on over to Char's Caress and talk to Voss. If you didn't kill him, that is. You'll find him in Raphael's room on the 3rd floor, trying to make a deal with him. Once you speak to both of them, head on back downstairs, and this is where you can lie to Voss and tell him that you accepted the deal with Raphael. It's a pretty tough persuasion roll of 30, but if you pass that, he'll give you the silver sword there instantly. For this playthrough, I ended up making the deal with Lakith, and Lae'zel wanted Voss dead at this point, but she doesn't really care if you don't kill him either. If you do decide to kill him, which you should regardless if you're gonna save Orpheus or not, as he only adds a little bit of extra dialogue at the end of the game. But if you do kill him, you won't drop anything good, unless you use the drop weapon ability on him. Then you'll get a pretty nice, very rare sword off of him. A little further up here near the second bridge, you can enter this building, which has an ambush waiting here for you. Then you can teleport or fly down to this section here and enter the prison through a secret passage through the back. You will need a potion or spell of gaseous form, which you can buy at a nearby vendor here, but I only had 2 of them, so I figured I'd just do the trials with just 2 people. But as soon as you enter so far into Ansur's trials, then you can go back to your camp. And at this point, I figured you can get the rest of your companions back in the room without using gaseous form. In order to do that, you just want to swap out those old companions for new companions, and then swap back to them, and they'll end up back in the room with you. For some reason, I just did the Chamber of Courage, and I was able to enter Ansur's room without doing the rest of the trials. There were a bunch of enemies there that I don't recall being there on my first playthrough, so not quite sure what happened there. I do have another video with a full guide on the trials if anyone wants to check that out. For Ansur, you can get a pretty rare achievement if you kill him while he's in midair, which is pretty hard to do because he becomes resistant to all forms of damage. Also, when he's up in the air, he'll do this charge up that will kill you instantly if you're not hiding behind any of those giant crystals, but Those don't always seem to save you, so the best thing to do is just to kill him while he's in midair. I believe he does the charge up when he's at half health or less, so you want to try and keep him above half health for the first turn, as it'll be pretty hard to kill him in one turn. You also want to spread out around him, as both he and the elementals do a lot of AoE damage. When he's in mid-air, you'll probably only do around like 3 to 6 damage per attack. But I was able to kill him with my main character Monk when he was at about 30 hit points with Call of the Weak, which is really overpowered once you start upgrading a lot of your tadpoles. You'll find the pretty nice legendary Helm of Baldur and right behind Ansur on this shelf that's right next to this teleport. Hope this helps you guys out. Take it easy, be well, and I'll catch you on the next one.